अगला है ये मैच ऑफ हुआ था असेंबली वर्सेस नाशर माइल्स में, दोनों ट्रैवल बैग्स की कंपनी थी एंड नाशर माइल्स बेसिकली वन 3 करोड़ मांग रहे थे 0.75% इक्विटी के लिए। वाओ, ओके। मतलब दिस इज व्हाट अराउंड 40 मिलियन के आसपास का मांग रही है, 40 मिलियन का वैल्यूएशन मांग रहे थे। 3 crore for 1.5% equity and 1% royalty until 3 crore is recouped.
They are doing a 100 crore revenue as well.
100 करोड़ का
These
रेवेन्यू कर
guys.
रहे हैं।
Yeah.
हाँ, ये बैग्स लगेज स्पेस जो है, मुझे तो हमेशा से ओलिगोपोलिस्टिक लगती थी। व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन दिस ऑन दीज बिजनेसेस?
Exciting.
हम्म,
Exciting.
एक्साइटिंग है।
There's a huge demand. Exciting.
तो तो इसमें क्या इनोवेशन इज हैपनिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिजाइन, इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉर्म फैक्टर्स? मतलब डिमांड तो हमेशा देखो, बिकता तो आपका वहीं 2-3 ओकेजन्स पे ही है। हाँ सॉरी, बट आप बता दो हैरी, उसके बाद मैं थोड़ा सा अपना बताऊंगा
Oh,
आपको।
my thinking is that travel has increased. Now people are traveling a lot, uh, many more times during the year. It's not a one holiday a year kind of thing. And everyone wants to have that new design element, lightweight. So there's a lot of innovation happening because till now there were only two, three guys. वही हमने अपने बचपन से लेके आज तक वही देखे हैं सूटकेसेस.
हम्म।
And so now there are a lot of even assembly and this guy like providing a charger facility along with the bag,
हाँ,
all those things because the use cases are different now. And
इंटरेस्टिंग।
see the colors, designs, pretty interesting.
तो बढ़िया यार, बच्चों के लिए इन्होंने ये वाले बना दिए हैं, कैट, डॉग, क्रोकोटाइल। वेरी
And see the price
इंटरेस्टिंग।
point. दो ढाई हजार में. It's not that it is expensive like other high end.
तो ये जो वीआईपी एंड द स्काई बैग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, वो तो बेसिकली एक ही कंपनी 5 अलग अलग ब्रांड चलाती है ना, वीआईपी, if I'm not wrong. Is this just one brand, Nasher Miles, or is this a brand of a parent company doing well? और सिग्नेचर ब्रांड्स, bespoke
Standalone
travel,
brand.
स्टैंडअलोन है। वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। क्या टेक है कुलमणि आपका?
So I think Harry made a good point. Um, I have looked at travel sector from private equity angle a few
हम्म,
years back, and all
हम्म,
of us may not know that travel is 6 to 7% of global GDP.
wow.
So travel related industries are hugely, under research or misunderstood. And post COVID, obviously, whatever you may call it, revenge travel or people changing perspective. So huge boom. So yeah,
हम्म,
not surprised. Um, this market uh, will probably see, and you pointed out about kids also, right? They are focusing on that
हम्म।
younger population also.
आपका जेन
So
अल्फा
yeah,
आता है यहाँ पे।
yeah. So travel and experiences both are huge with Gen Alpha. You know, and then like I said, fast fashion and electronics. So they like
हम्म,
buying 30,000 rupees sneakers. The example I always give, and then this is also colorful themes, and this is basically appealing to them. But travel is hugely, it's a huge market, not only for VC but private equity also, right?
इंटरेस्टिंग,
Um,
इंटरेस्टिंग।
So the space is that way interesting, and it's like a good space for PE because once these guys cross about $20 million in revenue, that's the point they come into PE segment, and exit could be either a strategic buyout or even let's say a majority buyout by a PE firm.
हम्म। ज्यादातर सूटकेसेस लेकिन एयरपोर्ट और वेडिंग्स में ही बिकते हैं, नहीं? हम्म।
Yeah, so mainly जो इन लोग का वो भी था the pitch था that was centered around your airports पर because everyone has got the same bag now. These guys are giving so many designs
या
and things,
या
so you
इनोवेशन
can
इन
actually
डिजाइन
figure out
है
about
मेरे ख्याल से, वो पूरा का पूरा गेम फिर
it.
उसी पे। विशाल सर, यू आल्सो हैव अ टेक।
Uh, this time for the first time, probably I'm giving a very positive take. Steve, but before we before we go there, What's happening in the luggage market is that yes, there is technology change coming. There is form factor changes coming because I have been approached earlier by a couple of people who are working in this field to evaluate. So I did that and handed it over. So I have some little exposure. Now, what I see from Nasher Miles is again, my perspectives are very different because I go to the market. I operate in the market basically,
Mm,
despite being a CMO. So the thing
mm,
is, what I see is their form factor. It's very different. If you see the safaris, the American tourists, all of them are in a particular form factor. There's nothing new.
mm,
So they are targeted at that segment. They are slightly cheaper than that segment. So they are targeting at themselves at the premium segment. So this is actually a great place to be in. However, this is not a big however. However, the thing is they are operating in a wafer thin
margin.
segment of the market because it's not a very deep market. The reason being the cheaper alternatives in terms of these bags that are coming in. For
Mm,
example, yeah, I don't remember ever using one of my American touristers for any tour for at least for the past 7 years. I just doff everything into a duffel bag and move off.
mm,
That's the trend. That's becoming the trend nowadays. So, what the future will be is anybody's guess. Will this gravitate towards the premium end of the market? Will the market go broader? I mean, that's anybody's guess because they are competing on two ends. And the lower end, they are competing with these duffel bag concepts, and some players have split the market evenly right in the middle. What has
mm,
happened is that 2,000 rupee range is now getting entries in the with the from the duffel bags varieties. So they are splitting the competition is splitting right down the middle. So what will be the future impact? That's where my analysis got stuck. I cannot tell you what I wrote finally after my surveys and etc. But that
mm,
was the question that I was looking at. Secondly, margins are very good and very high in this.
mm,
And it is a space where the customer is actually looking for option, counterbalancing this negative that I mentioned. Because customers, I get the feeling they're beginning to get tired of the VIPs and the aristocrats and the whatnots and the who's, what else is. So it's as Saurabh very correctly said, it's a very exciting space to watch. And in terms of technology too, I was surprised because there was some technology innovations, the smart devices, etc., being integrated into bags, which blew my mind. I mean, my first question was, why would anybody want to buy such a bag? So, but
mm,
at the end of the day, somebody has thought of it. So let's see where the market goes. I've been
mm,
proven wrong so many times. So on that, the technology aspect, I'm silent, and let's
mm.
see where the market goes. So that's all. I would like Saurav's take on this, Saurav, because you have, I think, worked. You have got good exposure in this particular segment.
सौरभ सर यू वांट टू टेक और बिफोर दैट यार देखो आपने चुंबक बोला देखो चुंबक आ गया आई वाज जस्ट चेकिंग कि असेंबली जो है ना असेंबली जो हारी है वो क्या करती है सो दे बेसिकली आर मोर इनटू द कॉर्पोरेट स्पेस द वे आई लुक एट इट इनका फोकस मेरे ख्याल से टीजी स्पेसिफिक जो इनका जीटीएम है ना दोनों का जीटीएम थोड़ा सा डिफर करता है ये थोड़ा सा मेरे ख्याल से बी टू बी स्पेस में ज्यादा ऑपरेट करती है एंड दे हैव अ टाई अप विद चुंबक फॉर डिजाइन्स ठीक है सो दिस इज अ चुंबक क्रॉस असेंबली डिजाइन एंड आई थिंक यहाँ पे ना दोनों का पोजीशनिंग भी अलग है वन असेंबली इज मोर कॉर्पोरेट मोर स्वैव जो आपका ये है नाशर माइल्स जो है दिस इज मोर फन मोर जेन जी जेन अल्फा जो आप बोल रहे हो कुलमणि और मैं भी अगर मुझे लेना होता और मेरे ख्याल से कॉस्टिंग में भी डिफरेंस है दोनों में देर इज अ कॉस्टिंग डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस थिंग ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा महंगा है असेंबली versus Nasher Miles. But Saurabh, sorry, Vishal was basically asking आपका take है क्या उसमें?
Just again coming back to assembly versus national mile, I think I really liked assembly as well,
Hmm,
given that they had more minimalistic designs
hmm,
and more corporate, like what you say.
hmm,
So the segment, I think they were targeting the same in terms of pricing. The difference is, I think, Nasher Miles is almost like 7 years old brand. So reaching 100
ah,
crores bootstrap, they did a good job. But I think
hmm,
on the assembly side, these guys are 2, 3 year old and they are already touching about 25 crores in revenue. So
hmm.
growth wise, I think these guys are a lot faster, but they have been burning money into the process and they just recently turned cash flow like at 2
Cash
crores a
flow
month. They
positive.
are just starting to make break even, right? So
Assembly
वहां पर
or
थोड़ा सा
Nasher Miles?
assembly.
Assembly.
Nasher
Acha.
Mile is roughly, I think, about 7-8 crores a month kind of a brand. So they're doing 100 crores with, I think, about 15 odd percent EBITDA.
Hmm.